Good day everyone, I am Mary Jane Dudas, BSA 2A. And andito po ako para i-discuss ang Chapter 12.5 which is Traditional Trade Strategies for Development na kung saan ang i-discuss ko is import substitution. So, ang ire-report ko ngayon is under pa rin ng Chapter 12 na International Trade Theory and Development Strategy, which is under pa rin po ng 12.5 Traditional Trade Strategies for Development, Export Promotion versus Import Substitution. First is the industrialization strategy and results, na kung saan ito po ay under sa import substitutions. Ayon sa napanood ko, ito daw is yung pagpuproduce ng mga products na ini-import ng isang bansa mula sa ibang bansa para maiwasan ang pag-import. Meron akong nabasa na kung saan sinasabi na it is better to produce than to import. For example, kung nag-i-import ka ng mga bangko, gumawa kayo ng sarili nyong bangko. Kung nag-i-import ka ng mangga, magtanim ka ng mangga para maiwasan ang pag-angkat ng produkto galing sa ibang bansa. Ngunit, ayon sa mga observers, ang strategy daw na ito ay hindi nagiging maganda ang resulta at hindi nagiging successful ang kinalabasan. Isa sa mga naging outcomes ng strategy na to ay ang protected industries get inefficient and costly, na kung saan sinasabi dito na yung mga gumagamit ng strategy na to ay nagkakaroon ng malaking gastos sa kanilang operating cycle. At bukod pa doon, hindi nagiging maganda ang kinalalabasan nito. Isa pa sa nagiging outcome ng strategy na to is foreign firms often benefit more. Dahil tinetake advantage ng mga foreign firms yung mga liberal tax and investment incentives. Imbis na local ang dapat makinabang sa import substituting, mas nakikinabang pa din yung mga foreign firms. Kaya sinasabi na ang strategy na to is unsuccessful. Third outcome is subsidization of imports of capital goods tilts patterns of industrializations and contributes to balance of payments problems. So, sinasabi na ang strategy na to is nakakapagdulot ng problema sa balance of payments. Another outcome is overvalued exchange rates hurt exports. Overvalued exchange rate implies that a country's currency is too high for the state of economy. Yung mga exports ng mga bansa is nagiging mas mahal, and yung imports naman is nagiging cheaper. Sa overvalued exchange rate, na-encourage sila na mas mag-spend ng money sa imports kesa sa exports kasi nga mas mababa ang amount ng imports kesa sa exports. Last outcome is does not stimulate self-reliant integrated industrialization. Yung mga infant industries is hindi nagro-grow dahil nakokontento na sila na maging dependent nga sa protective tariffs and government load para i-push sila na mas maging competitive sa pamamagitan ng pagsasatupad ng lowering tariffs. Yung protective tariffs kasi are enacted with the aim of protecting a domestic industry. They are also imposed in order to raise government revenue or to reduce an undesirable activity. So, yung protective tariffs kasi is yung mga nagproprotekta sa mga domestic industry. So, parang doon na umaasa yung mga infant industries at hindi sila mas nagiging competitive. Next is the tariff structure and effective protection. import substitutions programs are based on the protection of local industries. So there are two basic measures on protection. First is the nominal rate of protection and this effective rate of protection. Nominal rate shows that the extent in percentage to which the domestic price of the imported goods exceeds what price would be in the absence of protection, while the effective rate shows the percentage by which the value added at a particular stage of processing in a domestic industry can exceed what this sum would be under unrestricted competition. Nag-impose ang government ng tariffs and physical quotas on imports for variety of reasons. Kagaya na lang ng pagre-raise nila ng public revenue. So, under po ng nominal tariff rate, ito po ang equation. T equals P sub 1 minus P over P, na kung saan yung P sub 1 is the tariff minus inclusive price and yung P is the free trade price. And under naman po sa effective tariff rate, ito yung equation. G equals V sub 1 minus B over B, na kung saan yung B sub 1 is the value added per unit of output inclusive of the tariff. And yung letter B naman po is the value added per unit of output under free trade. Another point po is a low nominal rate can coexist with a substantial effective rate. Yung effective rates po are considered na mas mataas kaysa sa nominal rates sa mga developed countries, lalo na yung sa mga goods na kung saan yung mga mababa ang income ay pwedeng mas maging competitive. And there is a standard argument for tariff protection. Ito yung sources. Ito yung sinasabing sources of revenue kasi it is easily form of taxation to impose and even easier to collect. Also, response to chronic BOP problems, which is yung chronic balance in payments and debt problems. Next is help foster industrial self-reliance and greater control over economic destinies. Next is the foreign exchange rates, exchange controls, and the devaluation decision. Ano nga ba itong mga to? So, bibigay ko na is yung mga meaning nitong tatlo. First is the foreign exchange rates. Foreign exchange rates is yung rate na kung saan malalaman kung magkano nga ba ang palitan ng pera from one country to another country. For example, yung foreign exchange rate ng 50 pesos ng Philippines is $1 lang sa USA. And second is the exchange controls. Exchange controls are the government imposed na limitation sa pagbili at pagbenta ng currencies. Ito yung limitations na ginawa ng government kung hanggang saan lang ba yung pwedeng ipagbili or ipagbenta na currencies. Next is the devaluation decision. Yung devaluation decision naman is yung decision na kung saan binabawasan yung value ng currency papunta sa fixed exchange rate. Devaluation means that the value of the currency falls. So, under this strategy, sinasabi na developing country currencies have often been overvalued. Excess of local demand over available exchange. So, Bakit nga ba nagkakaroon ng currency overvalued? So, kasi yung exchange rate of a currency is nag-i-exceed kung magkano ba yung kaya lang ibigay or ipampalit ng open market. For example, currency overvaluation may occur when central banks buy more currency that they ordinarily do when other trading is flat. Meaning, yung si central banks is mas maraming binibiling currency kahit na yung trading is hindi naman ganun kataas or flat lang siya, ordinarily flat. May tatlong policy kasi yung central bank sa mga developing countries para ma-maintain nila yung official rate of exchange. One is they can attempt to accommodate the excess demand by running down their reserves. Yun na nga yung sinasabi na can run down reserves. Tapos itong strategy na to, yung developing country can devalue currency. Meaning na kung saan yung value ng isang pera sa isang bansa is mababago ng value. Kunwari is pwedeng tumaas or pwedeng bumaba sa normal value niya. And under this strategy is pwede rin daw ma-curtail yung mga excess demand sa pamamagitan ng taxes, tariffs, dual exchange rate. So, meaning, yung mga excess na demand is pwedeng mabawasan sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay ng taxes, ng mga tariffs, and tsaka pag-propose ng demand ng dual exchange rate. Na kung saan yung dual exchange rate is hindi lang iisa yung rate para sa exchange. Magiging dalawa kasi nga from the word dual. And also, they can use exchange controls. Meaning, sa paggamit nila nito, malilimitahan nila yung pagbebenta at pagbili ng currency galing sa ibang bansa, and yung currency nila is malilimitahan nilang ibenta mula sa ibang bansa or ibenta sa ibang bansa. And lastly, it can switch to freely convertible foreign exchange, na kung saan from exchange control, pwede silang lumipat sa freely convertible foreign exchange, na kung saan yung freely convertible foreign exchange or freely convertible currency is yung inimpose ng government na walang limitations sa pag-exchange ng currency. Kung yung exchange controls is merong limitations, yung convertible currency naman is walang limitations. So, next is sa under ng devaluation. Ano nga ba ang pinagkaiba ng depreciation and devaluation? Yung devaluation kasi is ikaw mismo yung nagde-decide na ibaba yung exchange rate. Na kung saan yung sa depreciation naman is yung sitwasyon na mismo yung nagde-declare na pagbaba ng exchange rate. Ang pinagkaiba is yung devaluation, kayo mismo ang nagde-decide or nag-impose kayo ng decision na ibaba yung value ng exchange rate. Samantalang sa depreciation is yung sitwasyon or talagang nagkakaroon ng pagbaba sa value ng exchange rate. Hindi inaasahan or hindi ginusto. Walang nag-decide sa depreciation. Higher import prices result in an inflationary wage price spiral. Ang higher import prices daw is nakakapagresulta ng inflationary wage price spiral, na kung saan ang wage price spiral is yung circle process na kung saan ang pagtaas ng wages ay sanhi ng pagtaas ng presyo. Ang relationship between the prices and wages is the cause and effect relationship. Next is the distributional effects, na kung saan ang distributional effects is the effect of the redistribution of the final gains and cost derived from the direct gains and cost allocation of a project. Na kung saan ang project ay has a direct profit redistribution effect and direct cost redistribution effect. But whether it is a profit or cost, the redistribution effect can be expressed as a benefit or to a group of people or department of region, and the loss to another party. In theory, the indirect profit and indirect cost can also be derived from the redistribution effect and valued. Next is the trade optimist and trade pessimist. Dito is merong argument between trade optimist and trade pessimist. Kasi yung trade optimist is more on in positive thinking. Iniisip nila na yung mangyayari is for better, may magandang resulta. They are hopeful and confident na yung trade is magkakaroon ng magandang result. Samantalang yung trade pessimist is negative thinking. Iniisip nila na malaki yung risk and magkakaroon ng hindi magandang resulta. Parang iniisip nila na hindi magiging successful or hindi maganda yung kalalabasan. So, under trade pessimist arguments is ito yung mga nakapaloob. Limited growth of world demand for primary exports, secular deterioration in terms of trade, specializing in comparative advantage inhibits industrialization, skills accumulation and entrepreneurship, rise of new protectionism, WTO, benefits limited in practice. So dahil nga negative thinking yung trade pessimist, nagkakaroon lang ng limited growth sa world demand. And nagkakaroon din ng pagkakalayo-layo sa terms ng pangangalakal. Next is yung trade optimist arguments naman, trade liberalization. Na kung saan nga is ito yung merong positive thinking sa mangyayari sa future. Ito is nagpo-promotes ng competition and efficiency. Nagja-generate din sila sa pressures para sa mga product improvement. Nag-a-accelerate ng overall growth and attracts foreign capital and expertise which are scarce supply in the most developing countries. Generates foreign exchange to use for food imports in agricultural sector, lags behind or suffers natural catastrophes, eliminates distortions caused by government interventions including corruption and rent-seeking activities. Nagpro-promote din sila ng equal access sa scarce resources. Parang equal yung pagbibigay nila kahit na scarce yung dun sa mga scarce resources nila, and enables developing countries to take full advantage or reforms under the WTO. Parang binibigyan nila ng chance yung developing countries na mag-take full advantage sa WTO.